Let's transition now from the House to the Senate. In the Senate, exactly as I predicted, Republicans maintain control and gain seats. Officially, right now, Republicans are +2 in the Senate, but there are still some races in limbo. By the time you hear this or watch this, maybe by tomorrow's program, that number will actually have grown to 3 or even possibly 4. So the results in line generally with the polling, in line with my prediction yesterday that Democrats would take over the House, that Democrats would make gains in terms of governors, and that Democrats would not regain control of the Senate. That's exactly what we are seeing. Notable races in the Senate. Beto O'Rourke, right? Beto O'Rourke losing to Ted Cruz in Texas by 2.6%. Do we say that this was just a loss because Beto lost, or do we say, losing by only 2.6% as a Democrat to an incumbent Texas Republican senator, that's actually not that bad? I don't know. Guess it depends whether you're sort of like a glass half full or half empty type of person. In Arizona, Kyrsten Sinema was defeated by Republican Martha McSally by under 1 percentage point. That was a disappointment. Bill Nelson versus Rick Scott in Florida. Scott won by 0.4%. Very disappointing. Bill Nelson already calling for a recount there. I sometimes get the feeling that in Florida, you could have a serial killer versus someone else, and the serial killer could be the Democrat or the Republican, quite frankly, and it would sort of be close because it just seems to always be that way in the state of Florida. And unfortunately, as of right now, pending a recount that changes the results, that one did not go our way. And a really big win for Democrats is Jackie Rosen in Nevada. She was running against incumbent Republican Senator Dean Heller. She won hugely by 5%. And that is the Democratic +1. And then otherwise, we have Republican wins. Republicans picking up North Dakota, where Heidi Heitkamp lost, incumbent Democrat. Huge loss by 11. I mean, that is a race we're going to have to analyze in more detail by itself, because it is just such a disaster for the Democratic Party and the playing politics and calculating what exactly should she and shouldn't she say about Brett Kavanaugh when that was going on. I mean, just everything that is horrible about national politics was reflected in Heidi Heitkamp's race and eventual loss in North Dakota. In Indiana, we had incumbent Democratic Senator Joe Connolly. He lost hugely to Republican challenger Mike Braun by almost 10 points. It is Indiana, but it's still embarrassing when the incumbent loses that bad. And then in Missouri, we saw incumbent Democratic Senator Claire McCaskill just completely fail and lose by 6 points to Republican Josh Hawley, who will take over there. So again, so far for what's official, as of literally this moment, Democrats picked 1 up. Republicans picked up 3. That's +2 for Republicans. And we are anticipating that there's going to be a little more for Republicans. Either way, they won't have a super majority, but they will maintain a majority and it will be slightly bigger. Important data point for the popular vote. Okay. In Senate races yesterday, Democrats received 12 million more votes than Republicans. Okay. In California, in Feinstein versus Kevin DeLeon, you had 2 Democrats. So when you've got Democrats running against each other, that gives you more Democratic votes. DeLeon got 2.7 million votes. So even if we take those out, Democrats in Senate elections still won the popular vote by 10 million votes yesterday. This is just sort of the basics of how population distribution works against Democrats. 10 to 12 million more votes, but lost seats. And that is another issue that is sort of a systemic issue that we've spoken about for a very, very long time. So not to pat myself on the back because I just said I think what the polls suggest is going to be what happens. Many in the audience with the same prediction. Democrats take the House, Republicans take the Senate. And after the break, what I'm going to dig into are the political implications and so much more about what this means. And it's not all great for Democrats and the left, as you can probably imagine. Send me your thoughts. I'm on Twitter at @dpakman. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. Major program today. One of today's sponsors is Skillshare, which is an incredible online learning community offering over 10,000 high-quality online courses on a huge variety of topics. First 500 who click the link under this video will get 2 entire months of totally free access to every single class that Skillshare offers. You'll have free access to courses on music, art, photography, business, computer programming, cooking, meditation, and everything in between. I think you'll have no problem finding courses that are perfect for you. Just took a really great class on graphic design, which I know nothing about, but I'm trying to learn. Our show is giving you 2 entire months of totally free access to every course Skillshare offers, risk-free. If you click the link under this video, you'll have 2 months to take classes on anything you're passionate about, classes taught by real people who share that passion. And after that, you can keep getting access to the entire site for less than $10 a month. Just click the link under this video to redeem your 2 free months of Skillshare, but hurry, it's only available to the first 500 who sign up.